Hey, Travasi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Nick.
So you're on a booth. Normally I see you performing all over the place.
I know, right?
So yeah.
Namm 2025 Novation booth. Here we are.
So your show is exciting times because I know you're working with GForce on the Super Base Station or the Base Station 2 emulation and other stuff, right?
Yeah. So just a little quick history. It's the emulation of the original base station that came out in '93. So. And Dave Spears, the founder of GForce, Dave Spears
and Chris McLeod, yeah,
they're
good friends.
He's making amazing virtual instruments at GForce, and then the collab. So it's like synergy, the collaboration between Novation and GForce. Him being friends with Chris Huggett, and I believe he may have even had the very first base station, like 001.
Could well do, yeah.
So it's just like just a perfect way to do a collaboration. So they did, of course, the original base station look, but as you can see, it looks a little different, or extremely different, in the sense that they've added a sequencer. I kind of let you hear a little bit of that. You're getting that iconic acid sound.
There it is, yeah. We all know that one.
With that 24 dB filter. I'll give you a little squelch.
It was one of the first sort of hardware emulations of the 303 vibe that, for mass production. I think, yeah.
Yes. And it became a cult classic. It's been over 30 years now.
Jeez.
So
I had a Base Station 2.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah. The Base Station 2 sounds fantastic.
Yeah, they
too,
do. So tell me, we've got added effects. Because they do their XLFO and XADSR where you can map any parameter, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, you have the XLFO with the X envelope, and you can map it to all. All the parameters are available on there. If you want me to kind of show you, let me jump to. By the way, you have 300. It comes with 300 presets. The presets sound amazing. But just so if we go ahead and maybe map that, let me kind of shape that filter a little bit. Maybe add a little LFO. And then now let me add, for example, the filter envelope. Let me add it to the filter frequency. You can see it here. And now you can.
What's really cool about the X stuff is it's sort of infinite. There's no limit, is there? You can have maps all over the place, and it's one LFO or one X envelope to one parameter. Yeah,
you can just keep layering parameters on parameters, on top of the fact that you actually even have two macros that you can map other stuff too, so you can have that immediate control.
Yeah.
So I can, for the sake of time, I'll pull up another preset so you can.
Have they stuck with the monophonic, or have they added polyphony to this one?
No. So actually, I'm glad that's a great segue, because what I want to show you next is a preset that I really found no trace of evidence. It's a fantastic polyphonic preset. So that's one thing about the virtual instrument, and what GForce does best is really enhance these original synths, and yeah, it sounds fantastic.
Have they limited the polyphony? Because sometimes they go for like 8 or 6 or whatever, just to sort of make sure that
So 16 voices.
So 16
you
voices.
You get 16 voices.
That'd be plenty.
It has unison and spread, which also on there, which I'm not sure if I mentioned that before.
No, but yeah. Well, maybe flip a couple more presets and we can see. You're controlling this from the launch key, which I just got one of these. It's great for reviewing plugins. It's really useful.
The launch key, the new Mark IV is fantastic. So I'm sure you really enjoy the screen, the scale modes. I know you dabble in keys, but for those that are not, big theory buffs or whatever, you have the immediate capability of, for example, going to scale, choosing your root note, and immediately it shows you the scale right there. And then now all the keys, you have an option to either stay easy mode, which is all the white keys are in scale, if you want to learn your scale, you can do either a filter out or snap 2, and it just forces you to play the correct note. So you're kind of learning while you're producing sort of scenario. So this one, the 4961, you can split the keys. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And so now we're looking at part A. Let me just kind of jump into actually I'm going to change the split here. There we go. And go back to the scale mode. So now part A is split and controlling that base station. And then up here,
you got another
we're controlling the base station rack.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
And I have on part B also the arpeggiator. So I'll get that going and show you it's a really cool 8-step sequencer that you can remove steps, add some ratchets. Thank you. Yeah. Add some ties.
I'm tweaking the filter.
Add some ties, add some ratchets, some accents.
And this is all in the hardware for this guy,
This is all in the hardware. It's all built in to the launch key.
Yeah.
So now we're sending a arpeggiator to the base station rack. I'm going to jump over to another fun preset that's created in here, the 5th pulsar pad. And you I kind of latch that, set frequency, is that a little bit better? And then I'm just going to stop the ARP for just a moment and kind of jump over to the chord. So we have a low-end note happening with the new base station from GForce.
Got that.
And then on chord mapping, we have the inversions. So if you look at the screen here, I'm just going to kind of filter this out a little bit.
It's arpeggiating over the inversion.
So you have options. So now taking that off, you can spread the chords. So depending on how wide of a range or narrow of a range you want in your inversion. But now you have these extra controls here where it's like now you're arping up and down or arping down, playing different chord inversions. And by the way, we're playing the peak with the chord map.
Okay,
yeah. Lots of control happening. And then here is where it's like the bass note of the chord and then the chord. And I notice I have them latched, so if I wanted to come over here so I can free up that, gives you the option to latch those specific chord map parameters, so that way it frees up your hands. So
the thing I really like about it is how you can set key commands on some of the pads as well. So you can send like Apple left, Apple right. It's really good for flipping patches on VSTs that don't have program changes.
Yes.
Really handy.
And speaking of that, like you're talking, I believe you're probably referring to our components where you can create your own custom modes.
Yeah.
So with the GForce virtual instrument, there are custom modes already created. So for the launch key Mark IV, the FL, and the SL Mark III. So if you just go to components, download those custom modes, you have knobs, pads, and fader control over most of the parameters on the base station.
Nice.
Virtual.
So the base station is available now, right? Is that correct? We can get it now.
Yes.
Do you have an idea of what the cost is?
It's $99.
And I think there might be a sale on at the beginning of the
right
launch.
around Namm. So for those of you that are watching right around this current time of Namm, I believe there is a markdown right now happening on it, but the general price is $99. $99. Yeah. But however, I will say this, that anyone who has a Launch Key Mark IV, the FL Key, the SL Mark III, they can download it. They can go right now and go to their Novation account and download this plugin. It's for free. And it is coming bundled along with the other software that we include with these particular controllers. So yeah, it's really a great deal for...
Nice. Thank you so much, Travazi. We'll see you performing later. We're going to come to the party. So.
Awesome. I can't wait to see you all there.
See you later.
Yeah, take care, Nick.
Bye.